Hey everyone, it's Cory Mayo with Oceans Atlantic Sotheby's, and I'm here doing an updated driving tour at the community of Hawkseye, which is located on Gills Neck Road on the east side of Route 1. The last time I did a drive-through tour here, it was in the winter time, so I wanted to give you an idea on what the community looks like when it's in full bloom and everything's all nice and green and lush. So let's head off and take a look. Alright, so as we come in, we notice obviously the landscaping is completely different than it was in the winter time. Everything is beautiful and green and nice flowers and everything. But the monument, obviously a really nice large monument, but done subtly. So it's very tasteful the way that they have done the community in general. Little circle here as we enter with some landscaping in there now. The one thing that you'll notice throughout this community is that there isn't just a single builder. So every home doesn't have that similar architectural detail to it. There has been a vast number of builders, from production builders like Shell Brothers to all available custom builders throughout the community as well. So that's nice because it gives you a variation as you're going through homes that look completely different, much more geared upon the taste of the buyer that bought the lot and has contracted with a builder and architect to design their home and then build it. A really awesome feature of this community, and we're going to go a little backwards from the way that I did it last time. There's the Breakwater Junction Trail, which you'll notice right here is a sidewalk that's going in the middle of the road. This is not necessarily part of just the community. This is access to get to the Breakwater Junction Trail, which will run you from downtown Lewes all the way into Rehoboth, which is great. So the community right behind us, which is Senators, that has a similar path to it as well. But you come up here, and then just as it turns into the woods that you see ahead of us, the path actually turns into Cinder, and you can ride that straight into Rehoboth, which is great. Now on the other side of this, they have started a rail to trail project, which took an old railroad, and they have been paving that to allow to have a nice path that goes from Lewes into Georgetown. Now that is going to be blacktop or macadam the whole way, which is nice for running, walking, walking the dogs, riding bikes, whatever it may be. So this you can actually take and pick that trail up, and then so theoretically you could go from Georgetown all the way to Rehoboth on a trail, not really worrying about traffic. So that's nice. The community did start a little bit. It's a little bit on the older side. Now that's a relative term compared to maybe other areas that people may be from. So early 2000s, really. But with that being said, this is not a curbed and sidewalk community. So the front yard of the homes comes and meets directly to the street itself. There's no sidewalk or curbs, and there's no storm drains to help control the water runoff when there is a rainstorm. So you'll notice there's this little dip in the front yards, and then under the driveways there's tubes that go under the driveways. So the road has a slight crown on it. When it rains, the water runs off to either side of the road, goes into the swale. The swale then directs the water to the water retention ponds. So that's how they deal with it, versus having curb and sidewalk and underground storm drains that would control the water. Some of the newer communities, so across the street and down the road just a bit, would be Schofield. Since that's a newer community, that is actually curbed and sidewalked. So just a different feel. Some people like one, some people like the other. It's just something that I like to note when we're doing these driving tours. As you can see, these homes here, completely different look, completely different style as we're looking at them, because they have utilized custom builders. So they bought a lot, hired a builder. The builder worked with an architect. They came up with the design that they worked, and then they started building it. But it's really tailored towards not even just the flow of the inside of the home and the fit and finishes of the inside of the home, but the way that the home looks on the outside. So that's why it has a really varying look versus some of the other communities that you may find. While the homes have different colors and different textures and different floor plans, when one builder is building in a community, it tends to have, you can see the architectural details are similar of each home. So it's nice in this style community, which tends to also be a higher price point community, that they all are looking different as well. So we just kind of did a big loop here, sort of the stop sign here that we're approaching. This is where we had made that left, and that's where the sidewalk is, that runs in the middle. It takes you, that's the Breakwater Junction Trail. So we're heading back towards the exit of the community. I'm going to drive us by the pool house and pool. That's kind of our last stop of the community itself. This, as you can obviously tell, there's a pool here and a pool house. They have a little outdoor grilling area too, and a water slide. So it's nice to have those amenities in here. It is not a super crazy amenity rich community though. So this setup here is people, they have larger home sites, so they tend to spend a lot of time at their homes or in their backyards. They have outdoor living space in the rear of their homes. They come here to swim, kind of hang out with some friends, but then go back to their homes and spend time there. There isn't a big clubhouse, or aren't walking trails throughout and gardens and all that kind of stuff. It is just meant to have lots of green space, lots of natural trees, a really pretty looking community that is on the more mature side. And by mature, I don't mean people, I mean by that it's built out. Everything that you'd be looking at now is going to be on the resale market. So as you can see, nice pool with some cabana areas and umbrellas and a water slide and a little grilling area off to the side. But again, no clubhouse, no bars, no swim-up bars or any of that stuff. So still amazing community if this is a lifestyle that you're looking for. If you have any questions, you can feel free to give me a call at 302-466-5511. You can also email me at Cory, C-O-R-Y, at coastallifede, as in Delaware.com. Again, my name is Cory Mayo. I'm a licensed realtor with Oceans Atlantic Sotheby's, located here in coastal Delaware, and I specialize in coastal Delaware real estate, new construction, and client relocation. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.